Hi, it's James. This is another edition of Bad Karaoke. Yeah, karaoke. So tonight we're going to do Bob Dylan's "Tangled Up in Blue." See how all that goes, and yeah, let's get started. Early one morning, the sun was shining. I was laying in bed. Wonder if he'd change it all if the color was still red. Her folks, they said our lives together sure was going to be rough. They never did like Mama's man-made dress. Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. And I was standing at the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes. Heading for the East Coast, Lord, I played my dues. Getting through, tangled up in blue. There's a little break now, so I'll catch my breath. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could, abandoned it out west. Split up on a dark, sad night, both agreed it was best. She turned around to look at me as I was walking away. I heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue, tangled up in blue. I had a job in the great North Woods, working as a cook for a spell. But I never did like it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, where I happened to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. But all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. I seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind, and I just grew tangled up in blue. Switch the hand. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face in the spotlight so clear. And later on, as the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there in the back of my chair, said, "Don't I know your name?" I muttered something underneath my breath. She studied the lines on my face. I must admit, I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces on my shoe. Tangled up in blue. She lit up a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. I thought you'd never say hello. She said you look like the silent type. Then she opened up a book of poems and she handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of them words rang true and glowed like burning coal, pouring off every page like it was written in my soul from me to you. Tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street in the basement down the stairs. There was music at the cafes at night and revolution in the air. Then he started dealing with slaves and something inside of him died. She had to sell everything she owned and froze up inside. And when finally the bottom fell out, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that flew, tangled up in blue. So now I'm going back again. I gotta get to her somehow. All the people we used to know, they're illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenters' wives. Don't know how it all got started. I don't know what they're doing with their lives. But me, I'm on the road, heading for another joint. We always did feel the same. It was just from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue. And that's it. That's tonight's song. Let's hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see what happens next week. So that's Bad Karaoke for tonight. See you next week.